If a machine is expected to be infallible, it cannot also be intelligent. It's definitely got a cool look. I mean, so far I have a good feeling about it. Synergia, at the end of the world, sometime love. Okay. Hi everyone, this is audap. Yeah, let's check out Synergia on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good so far. Okay, let's take a look at our config. Text speed. Make it instant. That's what I like usually. Get that in English. UI is red or white. I think red's fine. Sound and music seem like they're okay levels, I think. Alright, let's go. Guinea pigs. "20 days before the Synergia incident. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. John Keats." "Sir, our test models have left the lab. However, some issues arose." "Issues?" "The convoy adjusted route, apparently due to a change that was made in the trailer's autopilot. After detouring from the main highway, it was then attacked not long after." "What happened to the androids?" "One of them was destroyed by a fire inside the cargo unit. The rest were stolen during the attack, so we sent a deactivation signal from our main computer, but only 2 of them stopped transmitting their data flow." "Interesting. So there are still 2 fully functional models?" "Affirmative. We have already located one of them, but the other is still missing." "Is the main computer still receiving its data?" "Yes, sir, but the location signal is coming from the first machine. We believe it might have been able to disable the tracker, even though we cannot be sure without accessing the database." "And that would be extremely risky. Definitely not. Anyway, this could be a chance to see how these models behave in a hostile environment. Keep an eye on the functioning android and make sure it's out of danger. Find the other one." "Roger that, sir. I will keep you informed." Smells like ozone. 15 days before the Synergia incident. My schedule for today lists a 6-hour self-accusatory depression. Philip K. Dick. "There's nothing as nice as a rainy day. At least it'd be a nice day if I were home. It's not nearly as fun cooped up here in this car. There's a cloud generator right here. They do anything to get tourists. Still, the ozone smell is one of the best things about this district. Vegas sure is taking his time. I wonder if I should go back to look for him. Meh, I'm good here." There he is. He's bringing the smell of rain inside with him, although his cigarette stench soon overwhelms it. "What took you so long? Is it serious?" He lit up another cigarette, his 4th this morning. Vega doesn't displease me. I can tolerate him way more than the rest of my coworkers, but the smell really gets on my nerves. That woman kept yammering on. Nothing important. The android. Would you mind putting out that cigarette? It's raining outside. I can't smoke anywhere else. Take me home then. Did you tell the boss? Sure I did. We're done for today. As I was saying, it was just an outdated android. It didn't support the latest version of HoloNet, so it was giving her trouble. I hate being called for this kind of stuff. When do we turn into HoloNet's on-site tech support? Blame it on the war. Companies have their hands full with all those updates. They need to keep androids safe from hackers. Then they should use old models like I do. I don't get why everyone is obsessed with the new ones. You have to admit they're charming. People get fond of them. They used to love the new models, or so I've heard. I wonder what he's talking about. No, I don't think so. I know. I thought they were alive, but I grew out of it. I know. It's hard to believe since my first love was an android. Oh, come on. Great. Seems like he knows nothing. I'll have to make something up. It's true. It was a first-generation commercial model. Handing out flyers near my house. How could you even like it? I mean, those had most of their wires in plain view, and they didn't even look human at all. I think barely around half of them passed the Turing test. It's embarrassing to think about it now, but I thought all those wires looked cute. I was just a little girl, you know? I guess they were like toys for me. What about family, then? How'd you plan to have kids with an android? I can't imagine my life now without my two little kids. Vega takes every single chance to boast about his kids and how natural they are. They'll probably end up with implants in every nook and cranny, though, just like everyone else. I know this might surprise you, but I wasn't exactly planning on having kids when I could still count my age on my fingers, and to this day, having kids still isn't one of my priorities. That's what I thought. Don't you ever feel lonely all by yourself in that shack? Why do you even care? Besides, I'm not alone. I live with my android. Right, your android. You just told me it's an old model. Are you sure that can keep your company? No, it's just that it's just there to water my plants. Of course it's company for me, and many more things. Things, huh? You're not breaking any laws, are you, Cila? Maybe that attraction for machines wasn't just puppy love after all. He gives me a glance out of the corner of his eye, looking almost haughty. I know he's fishing for a specific answer. It's not like I haven't thought about it before. Having a crush on an android decades ago doesn't mean I want to fuck every single piece of scrap I find. Don't make me regret telling you that. Okay. Jeez, it was a joke. You don't have to get like that. I just wanted to know if... It's shitty company here. Are you happy now? Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I knew it. If you ever need to hang out with a flesh and blood person, just tell me. You can have dinner with us. Never in a million years. Sorry. Just think about it, alright? It's important that our group stays healthy and united. You know, what's good for... Their group is also good for the individual. I know. I read the manual too. I just don't like family dinners, that's all. Just try to cheer up. I don't want you watching over my back whilst you're moping. Again? It was just an automatic medical checkup. Those things mess up all the time. Besides, your life is completely different from mine. That's why you don't understand me. He hit the nail on the head. My android isn't exactly the best company, and I have to take care of my health by myself. Still, it's not something I want to talk about with him. You're right. I can't understand you. I know someone who does. Have you talked with Darla from Velta Labs? Not really. She's weird. Besides, I'd rather avoid Velta as much as I can. I've spent way too many years of my life with him. I still think you should get to know her. Just because they're working for a big corporation doesn't necessarily mean they're evil. Look at yourself. You're working for an amazing company, yet you're still a pain in the ass. Very funny. She doesn't come with us often anyway. Actually, she requested to join our unit. I'm going to convince our boss to send her out with us. Try to be friends with her. I can't promise anything. There's something I don't understand. You don't trust androids, yet you're really interested in working with them. How exactly did you get into this section? The boss is friends with my brother. A crony? Really? Ugh. Hey, someone had to take the job. It's not like I'm qualified. It's not like I'm not qualified. They usually do a competition for those. I had to pass a test. You take any chance you get. It hasn't been too hard for you either. I guess. We get closer to my house. A huge apartment block reminds me more of a hive than a real home. Vega parks the car in front of my building. See you tomorrow. Hey, think about what I said. Go out, take a walk. Don't just stay home all day. It's not good for you. Yeah. The building is as quiet as ever, something I deeply appreciate. I walk up the concrete steps leading to my door. I can hear Elaine opening it. Hello, Cila. Hello. My day has been great as always. I finished all my tasks in record time. I also cooked the noodles you like. Weren't we having meat today? Ah, I forgot to buy it. Sorry. Okay, is that a random event? Delete that personality feature. I'm going to go change. Sure, bad memory feature eliminated. I thought I'd erased all those random events over the years. To be honest, I end up regretting it every single time. Elaine's ended up as a boring piece of scrap, and while that's partly my fault, I can't stand it when she tries to act human-like. I'm done. Elaine, I want to ask you something. Go ahead. Does it bother you to erase your own personality little by little? I'm just doing what you asked me to. How can you keep me good company then? What if I'm wrong? My analysis says that you are healthy and the odds of incorrect orders are very low. Besides, I always have to follow the orders of my master unless they require harming another human. What if all these personality change orders are actually indirectly harming me? Your cold behavior affecting my mood. Partly. Yeah, that's it. I am not responsible for psychological harm caused to humans due to following their orders. I know, I just thought your AI was more... Whatever, I was just messing with you. Don't worry about it. I am not. The rule applies strictly to physical damage. My mere existence is enough to harm some humans, feelings-wise. What's your generation, Elaine? Second. You were definitely top of the line back then. You haven't aged too well. It has been some years since I have had good maintenance. Your food is getting cold. Please let me heat it up a little bit. Whatever, I'm not hungry. I sit on the couch, turn on the TV, and put on the news. Elaine has always liked to listen to it. I even recall her asking me to let her watch. It's one of her personality features I'll never erase. I hate it even more if she acted completely brainless. Besides, her strict logic comes in handy when I need some explanations. The Emperor's Parade is currently taking place in Conqueror Square. It seems like the leaders of the Republican Party are absent again. Don't you think it's strange to have empires and emperors in this age? It's almost anachronistic. Well, it is a multicultural country in a state of constant expansion, ruled by an emperor. I think calling it an empire is correct. A lot of people love the Emperor, if only they knew. Do you know? Know what? He's a cyborg. Is he? Yes, my team went to the palace once. The Emperor's got a sex android harem, and he himself, SAS Machine. There's actually a council ruling in the background. You just keep him as the public face. A harem? Was it not that sex with androids was made illegal? It sure was, banned by the Emperor himself. During the parade, 3 members of the terrorist group White Cat were arrested. All of them veterans from the expansion army. Seems like there's still some members out there. Do you know them? They are a terrorist group, right? Yes, they used to give us a lot of trouble. They've always been very skilled. They're veterans after all, but for some reason they disappeared. Did they disappear, or did someone make them disappear? My team had a couple of missions and managed to get rid of a few, but it might have something to do with improvements to brain chips. The real threat now are androids, not cyborgs. Do you think I am a threat? Not you exactly. I mean, androids just generally. You are indeed a threat and always have been. Androids are just as dangerous for the human race as much as humans themselves, but it doesn't mean we're going to go extinct. Our laws prevent any danger, sure, but those laws are there just because a programmer decided to put them in. Any programmer could make a murderous android. Well, not any programmer, but a really good one could do it. Still, that's enough. Suspending interesting feature. I hope I did not hurt you. Hurt me? No way. Now let me watch TV. What could have made her ask that question? Maybe it's a security protocol? Hey, Elaine, why did you ask if your action hurt me? I have to look after your health. Thought so. A factory from the company Smart Movement has been closed after discovering their vehicles were being hacked to drive to the docks, where a body trafficking gang would capture humans and androids alike and take them over the LOC. I guess the beta team did a lousy job. They shouldn't have let anyone know about the factory closure before getting the traffickers. Now they won't get anyone. Mr. Johann Schaefer has been declared innocent after the prosecutors failed to prove his ties to the presence of synthetic workers at the Wabenbunch brothels. Hypocrites. Doing it with a robot must be absolutely wonderful, saying how popular those brothels have become. Elaine, would you ever have sex with me? I mean, if you had sexual organs. Well, I have to follow your orders, so I guess I would. The ban on sexual intercourse is one of the most important laws in the new models. Didn't you know? Is that why you do not want to upgrade me? Are you thinking of having sexual intercourse with me? Of course not. Besides, as I just said, you don't have sexual organs, but with little imagination. Do you want me to do something, Cila? You just have to order it, but I have to remind you of what the law says about it. And even if we have been devoid of affection for a while, you could always get it in legal human brothels in the city. I wasn't suggesting anything. Where did that affection thing come from? Leave me alone. I see you are upset. Do you want... Shut up. I clench my fist to try to calm myself. It's not the first time she's gotten on my nerves. Every time I try to talk to her, she drives me insane. It's alright. Tell me if you need anything. The fast food chain Old Days has been forced to close 3 of their restaurants until they are upgraded to serve cyborg meals. A new artificial nutrition law enforces every establishment to serve this kind of meal. This new regulation is also causing big problems for the owners of small businesses who can't afford the new mandatory facilities. I take some of the noodles Elaine prepared. They're pretty good. Maybe I should thank her for it, but thinking about it, she wouldn't care if I thanked her or not. I shouldn't bother. M.A.R.A has some of their new lines of women's lingerie, ranging from the most suggestive panties to collars, and even a whole new section of ropes and bondage attire. Good memories. Today, Corpo Industries has launched their new memory chip model. A large amount of students are currently waiting in line in front of their stores to be the first to buy it. The creator of the chip hopes that, thanks to this, a new era will dawn for Alzheimer's patients and students with bad memory. Universal basic income has now been completely implemented in the District of Atlas. This has led to riots in poorer districts as they claim they need that income more than in developed districts. The riots were put to an end by the police a few hours later. Hours pass as if they were minutes. All the weariness I brought with me was left on my doorstep. As always, the sun comes up and I haven't managed to get a second of sleep. Elaine has been looking at me all night. Again. Sisters. 14 days before the Synergia incident. For we live by faith, not by sight. 2 Corthinians 5:7. I get up off the couch. Another dose. Ugh, bitter. Elaine, the time. Shit, I better check the holonet. Did you sleep in again, Cila? I've been waiting out here for 10 minutes. Sorry, I'm coming. I dress as fast as I can and leave my place without eating breakfast. Vega's in the car, waiting for me in the usual spot. Can't keep oversleeping every single day, Cila. Sorry, I'll tell them it was my fault. I can't be here to keep you in line all the time. I'm not your father, you know. I already said I'm sorry. Besides, yesterday we got back to my house very late. It's not my fault I'm not getting enough sleep. Ogre Division's in charge of the paperwork today, so we should try to get back early. This could be our last case together, you know. You've been promoted? I'm getting replaced. Sorry, Cila, but they don't trust you, and I think neither do I. Are you shitting me? What was the whole thing yesterday? Fuck you. The boss has been informed. Don't worry about it. If I were you, I'd try to change. Things might get bad for you if you don't. Vega, what the fuck are you talking about? Come on, Cila. You know you're wrong. I'm just trying to help you. I'm getting replaced by that girl I talked to you about yesterday, Darla. You're going to like her. So that's what that talk was about. Who does he think he is? He can't trust me? What the hell? You're an asshole, really. You go on telling me how to live my life when you're just a bitter family man. Shut the fuck up for once, Vega. Go on, keep acting as self-centered as you always do. You know I'm not your daughter, Vega. Go lecture someone else. You don't even know. Vega slams on the brakes and pulls over. Get out of the car, Cila. The hell I am? This car isn't yours, it's the company's. But the company put me in charge, so get out of the car. The office is just a few blocks away. Walk in and cool yourself down a bit. Just start the car again. Get out of the fucking car, Cila. I get out of the car and slam the door shut. Still trying to process what's going on. Everything was so sudden. God damn it. A few pedestrians stare, but they go back to their routines a few seconds later. I guess I'll have to walk to the station. It's kind of cold, and I didn't put on warm enough clothes. I still don't understand why Vega did that, but if he doesn't trust me, then I suppose it's better if he leaves. Now I'm going to have to see him all day, that fucking asshole. I arrive at the building and walk up to the room where the boss is waiting for us. Everyone's in their seats, and today's cases have already started to be assigned. Late again, Cila. I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I decide to stand up by the windows. I don't really feel like listening to this. He's assigning the cases one at a time, and it doesn't seem like there's anything big today. Just as usual. Androids keep getting more reliable. Nothing ever happens inside the borders. Sometimes I wonder if I should enlist in the foreign forces instead. Cila. Cila. So you're not just tardy, you're distracted too. I'm listening, sir. Ugh, I don't have enough time to repeat the whole case over again. Kyle will tell you all the details in the van. Kyle? Vega's replacement. Oh, I thought that was going to be Darla. It's complicated. They'll explain it to you. I walk down to the parking lot. The other groups are already leaving. It seems like my new partner is waiting for me in the van. I get inside the back and try to get comfortable. Are you Kyle? That's right. Where's Darla? She couldn't come. She's joining us in a few days. Is Vega coming with us? He's no longer part of your unit, so he went to the site in his own car. From now on, we'll be using the van. I get it. Whatever. Tell me about the mission. It's a married couple. The woman, Christine, is 40 years old, and the man, Felix, is 43. The woman called a few hours ago claiming their android had taken their husband hostage. They're locked in the bedroom, and the android refuses to let him go. There aren't any records or proof of purchase for this android, so I suspect it might have come from the black market. That's probably the source of the problem. It's going to be hard to deal with an unregulated android, especially if they're strong enough to kidnap an adult man. So what's your role here? Backup. I'm covering your rear with my rifle. And why do I even need a sniper? Safety. I can't help but notice that Velta Labs logo on his arm. He worked with them too, just like Darla. Hey, why am I getting grouped up with Velta mercenaries? Darla's going to explain it to you tomorrow. Don't worry, we're not mercenaries. Sure. After a few minutes of silence, we arrive at the building. It's a fairly standard apartment complex. Kyle gets on the rooftop of the building in front and stands guard from there. I take the elevator to the floor where the couple lives. Vega and a few other agents are already there, talking to the woman. Who's that? The specialist. She's going to deal with the android. Isn't she way too young? No, I am not, and I need you to elaborate on this whole situation. Didn't Kyle already explain it to you? The android locked itself in with the husband as its hostage. That's it. Did it do it for a specific reason? Perhaps something happened. Not that I know. I'm asking her. No, it's never acted like that before. It's got to be broken. How strange. So, where'd you buy it? It was such a long time ago, I don't remember anymore. Sure. Does it ever go outside? Of course not. Why not? It just doesn't like it. Cut the crap. We're going through that door sooner or later and check on that android. You don't want to cooperate with us? That's on you. Cila, the curtains are closed, but I can see them with the heat sensor. The man's lying on the bed, still alive, and the android's right by the door, listening to you. Child's height, so that seems to confirm that it's an illegal android. So, tell me, Christine, are you or your husband infertile? What kind of question is that? Her face flushes as soon as I ask the question. She's definitely not going to help me. I should try to work with the android. I get close to the door. Let's see, trying to connect to the android. Risky, but I don't have too many options. That woman hasn't helped me at all. Or, it's too risky to get any kind of connection with a black market android. I should try to convince him the old way. Oh. Let's try the old way. What's the android's name, miss? Jim. Oh, little Jimmy. Did you name him? Try not to laugh. Yes, why do you need to know? It's important for communication. Okay, Jim, can you hear me? No. Jim, according to the laws of robotics, blah 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 blah, you cannot harm any humans. Hey, be serious. So that's it. Open the door so we can reprogram you. You won't leave either way, whether you open it or not. But if you don't, we'll have to force our way in, with everything that implies. Black market androids have no rights. Black market? Ask the lady. I don't know what you're talking about. The android's acting strange. He's moving away from the door. You're not exactly like they told me, Cila. Eh? How do you know my name? I've been looking for you for a while. I have a message for you. I need to give it to you in person. What the fuck? Okay, then open the door and give it to me. Ah, no. It's not the kind of message you can touch. I need you to connect to the building network, and then I'll send it to your memory chip. If you think I'm gonna let you do that, dream on. The door doesn't seem to be particularly strong. Maybe I could take it down using the prosthetics. If you insist. I see the doorknob twisting and hear the latch moving. And then a gunshot coming from the outside. It's Kyle. I hit the doorknob with my left arm and open the door. The man sitting on the bed, trapped between the bed metal posts. Just as I thought, the android has no security limits. The android was getting close to the hostage. I had to shoot. What the hell was that, Cila? I told you weren't doing well. What a shitty job. If you do something like this again... What are you talking about? It was the new guy who called the shot. The android was just opening the door. You saw it too. You messed up. Just take the blame and tell the boss. For goodness sake, get some help. Am I the only one who doesn't get it? How can they blame me for that? And also, what kind of program was that? The android knew my name. Maybe he was being controlled through the network. We should have cut off the connection. I contact my boss through the holonet. Lieutenant, we have saved the hostage, but the android was destroyed. Kyle blew his brains out, without my permission. I don't think we'll be able to retrieve any information on the hacker. His security protocols wiped the hard drive as soon as the android was damaged. Maybe they can find something in the lab. It was a good idea to send Kyle with you. It seems like what Vega reported to me was true. You're not in top shape. I'm sure he was forced to do it. Sir, you don't understand. There was no reason for it. I hope it was just a mistake. Don't do it again. It was a mistake, boss. It won't happen again. Cila, Hoplansec is not just another private security firm. The state has put the district's safety in our hands, and it's our duty not to fail. But I didn't fail, sir. The hostage is safe. And his creator is now getting off scot-free thanks to your irresponsibility. No, you definitely failed, Cila. You've disappointed me and your whole district. Now go on home and don't bother coming back tomorrow. I don't want you here until Darla is working too. And don't forget, this will show up on your paycheck. It wasn't my fault. Did I make myself clear? Don't let it happen again. Understood, sir. Farewell and good riddance, Cila. I wish you luck. Goodbye. Take care of the rest. I have to get back on the train. At least I can take a look at the city I'm supposed to protect. This shithole. Even the most upscale neighborhoods are corrupt to the core. Sometimes I wonder why I'm still in this place. I don't care about it. I don't like my coworkers. I don't get paid well. I guess it's just all I have. Well, that and Elaine, and I don't know which one is worse. Home. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Mary Curie. Half an hour of walking and I'm absolutely wrecked. I thought I was in better shape. I gotta start working out again. My protocells have gotten lazy. Anyway, so far this day's been absolutely horrible. I just hope Elaine behaves. That's strange. She's not waiting at the doorstep for me. Maybe her day was too busy and she's still working? Or could it be a feature I still haven't deleted? Elaine, are you here? I don't know why I'm yelling. This flat's barely 300 square feet. I enter and turn on the lights. Elaine is right there, sitting on the couch. Hey, Elaine, why aren't you replying? Elaine? I get closer to her. She's turned off, but it's not her battery. She'd have told me. I connect her through my spirit. I almost forgot I have to use it to manually connect to the holonet. I turn her back on. Hello, please insert a memory disk in the Artificial Intelligence V30 port. Elaine, what are you talking about? What happened? Why'd you turn off? She's not responding. Shit, that's just what I needed. Hope everything's fine and it was just a crash. I need to take a look. I go grab my toolbox. Elaine's pretty old, so she shouldn't be too hard to fix if her pieces are fine. If I can't, I highly doubt I can afford to get her fixed. The hardware for these old models was discontinued years ago. I use a screwdriver to open the latch that covers her brain. When I pull on it, my hands get stained by sticky fluid. It seems to be everywhere. What the hell is this? It's definitely not rust. I take the pieces out one at a time and clean them up with a rag. After that, I cover her processor with thermal paste and connect everything. All her parts are in good shape, so I assume the strange fluid was the cause of the problem. She's ready to boot again, so I run my spirit. Elaine. Elaine? Hi, thank you for choosing M.A.R.A, the best artificial intelligence company. Nice to meet you. I'm starting up the system. Please stand by. This process could take several minutes. What do you mean starting up? No. Please give me your ownership card. Elaine, load up the latest backup. You're not just dumb, now you're deaf too. Just load it up, you piece of junk. I went to my desk and searched for my card. After 5 minutes of digging through the garbage, I managed to find it. I almost tripped on the way back. I didn't know how I cared. Oh, I didn't know I cared about Elaine so much. I handed her the card. There you go. Nice to meet you, Cila. Starting today, I will be your service android and will help you with any task you need. Yeah, just load up your latest backup. Starting up personality features. Cila, what is my name? Elaine. Your name's Elaine. Perfect. That is a great name. I am ready for my first task, or task list. Finally, load up your latest backup. There are currently no backups on my database. What? No, how can this happen? Tell me the date of the oldest entry in your database. The oldest entry is right now. It's gone. All her data has been lost. She was somewhat cold before, and now her personality is no different than any other android. Everything's been lost. Elaine died in her own way while I was gone. Deactivate all your features and wait on the doorstep until I give you orders. Are you sure you want to deactivate 6,842 features? It might become a bit boring. Yes, I'm sure. Elaine leaves and stands on the doorstep, waiting. I stay on the couch with a blank stare. Why is this happening to me? Does that hacker have something to do with this? No, it couldn't be that. Elaine didn't even have access to the network. I've ended up completely alone. What do I do now? I don't want to spend the rest of my life like this. I know that. Should I get some human friends? No, that's not an option. My HoloNet sounds. I recall. It's Yoko. I haven't had a good talk with her in ages. I walk up to my desk and connect my spirit. Yo, hope I ain't bothering you. Hi, Yoko. No, I wasn't doing anything. Hey, Cila. Sorry for not being around lately. I'm kind of busy, but I'm free now. I just saw your message. A message? I don't know what you're talking about. Hang on. Let's just use our avatars. Okay. Inbox, I guess? Vegas subject. Weren't you on a Spec Ops? I remember they said you were a squad leader in the Empire Special Operations Corps back when I was assigned to your team. If that's true, how is it that you failed so many simple cases lately? Second thought, I guess that's why you're no longer with them. Back then, I had a team of professionals under my command. What do you mean by that? Let's see. Rose, subject, strange recordings. Cila, remember those subliminal recordings I told you about? I think they're playing them in some districts to increase the docility of the population and make them more susceptible. I've looked into it, but I'm still not sure if they're being used in the Bohemius district. I'll keep you posted. I don't know, Rose. I think all this stuff you've been going on about really just sounds like conspiracy theories. What about those pills Dr. Reed gives you? How do you feel when you take them? If I were you, I'd throw them away. Alan, subject behavior. Cila, I've been looking over the footage and video files submitted with your most recent cases, and I'm starting to worry that the rumors are true. I know you haven't had an easy time, and it's been a difficult transition for you, but you have to move on. Our priority is to recover the androids without damaging them. If you keep showing compassion like that to simple machines, there will be a lot of trouble for everybody. You can see Dr. Reed if you need something to neuter your urges. Don't make me order you. Rose, medication. Cila, I've changed your medication based on the problems you told me about. These new pills should help you with the insomnia and those problems with your impulses. They also help with the usual things, such as controlling the rejection of your implants and protocells. They might make you feel more sleepy at the first few days, but after that they may make you last days without feeling tired. Remember that if you don't get some sleep, you'll end up collapsing. If the side effects are too difficult for you, contact me without hesitation. Sincerely, Dr. Reed. Does she want to connect to the HoloNet? Yeah, sure. Let's see, Holopod. Report 42, alert level update. To all Bohemius District officials, reports of a reactivated 4th generation android have proven to be false. As per your standard regulations, the alert level is being rescinded to normal. However, any operatives who encountered what they believe to be a 4th generation android are reminded of protocol. It is imperative that any steps necessary are taken to destroy them, and above all, at any point they are not allowed to connect to the network or to any machine with a high performance processor. Hold on a sec. Report 662 or 623 recruitment to all Hoplon security employees. The Imperial government has reached an agreement with Hoplon Sec to reinforce the ranks of the expansion army. Although the war situation remains favorable, the Empire has been gracious to offer our employees an excellent job opportunity. All natural human employees and augmented human employees between categories A and C may apply within the next few weeks to join the expansion army with a 25% salary bonus for the first 6 months. Hoplon Sec in collaboration with the Ministry of War. To all officers of the Bohemius District, the Emperor will be visiting the Bohemius District next week. While it is expected that all officers will continue their regular duties, Hoplon Sec expects that all tasks are carried out without any complications. Let us make the Emperor's stay as smooth as possible, and remember not to interfere with the safety efforts of the Imperial Security Corps. Your direct superiors will give more details if necessary. Hoplon Sec. Report 723, new implants. To all Hoplon Sec security employees, as you all know, during this season of the year, many companies decide to launch new versions of implants and augmentations. As we do every year, we remind you that it is protocol to avoid installing one of these new models until they have been tested by the Hoplon Sec tech team. Once the safety of these implants against external attacks has been verified, we will send you an update with a list of models you can use safely. Hoplon Sec. Report 472, salary reduction. To the employee, Cila. Due to your performance in your most recent assignment, we have continued to make minor reductions in your salary. We hope this will serve as an incentive for you to improve performance in the near future. Hoplon Sec. Report 745, salary reduction 1. To employee, Cila. Due to poor performance in your most recent assignment, we have continued... same one. Okay. Let's see. Report 42, salary reduction again. Man, you got a lot of these, huh? I connected the HoloNet's virtual sessions and closed my eyes. I'm next to Yoko now. Tell me, what up? You were the one who called me. Huh? You sent me a message a few hours ago saying Elaine was broken. But I didn't send anything. Maybe it was an automatic message? Elaine was a corporal model, right? I work with him. It's impossible. Elaine wasn't connected to the net. Maybe it was a hacker. The one from this morning. I don't know, Cila. You're the one always getting into other people's brains, not me. Whatever, get your ass to my store. I got new models and there's one I think you'll be really into. I can't just let it go. I don't even know if I want another android. And I don't have the money to spare. Oh, come on. That thing is ancient. That thing was ancient, wasn't it? Don't worry about the money. It won't cost you a cent. Do you think it's a good idea, just to replace Elaine? Wait, for free? Who are you and what did you do to the real Yoko? I know you tend to grow fond of androids, but Elaine was just metal and plastic, nothing else. It ain't a suggestion. You're coming here to see me, and that's it. It's not like I have better things to do, but I already warned you I'm not going to buy anything. What about you? How's everything going? Great, Cila. I gotta go. Stuff came up. Come to the store tomorrow, and we'll talk, okay? See you tomorrow. Wait, you're leaving just like that? She hung up. I opened my eyes. I'm in my room again. I better go to sleep. I don't know if it's going to be easy to buy another android, and that message. Could it be Yoko's just pranking me? Consumption. 13 days before the Synergia incident. Certainly, it constitutes bad news when people who agree with you are buggier than batshit. Philip K. Dick. It's high noon. There isn't a better feeling in the world than waking up knowing you don't have to work. And that vanished once I remembered I have to go to Yoko's store. I wasn't excited about it yesterday, but today I feel kind of nervous. I don't even know why. Let's go, Elaine. Come with me. Yes, Cila. I take a floating train to Yoko's neighborhood. It's in one of the district's richest areas, right on the border to the next one. As I walk up, it seems she's just opened and no one else appears to be inside. Hi, Yoko. Cila, you finally came. Yoko gives me a gigantic hug as soon as she sees me. I should feel glad to see her as well. Ever since her therapy started, we've barely been able to see each other anymore. She still wears that weird red scarf, so I assume she's still part of that bike gang. Why don't we put this one in her box, you hear me? That way we can talk for a bit. Alright, still can't believe she broke after all these years. Elaine, follow Yoko. Yoko takes Elaine to the back of the store and turns her off with her spirit. After that, she puts her inside a pod, along with my ownership card. I think this will be the last time I will see Elaine. Don't you have any customers? I don't want to bother you. Whatever. You always bother me. In any case, this place ain't just another store, you know? I don't get too many customers, especially this time of the day. Fine, then what are you doing? Do you mean how I'm doing in general? The business or the therapy? Everything, I guess. The shop's going well, like always. We get new models and sell them fast. I spend most of my time here working and with the gang. Are you still with them? I don't get how they haven't gotten you yet. Because you're crooked, that's why. And I don't get in too much trouble. I just go out to drive with them and do a thing or two. If you want someone to discover me, then you gotta be the one arresting me. I just take care of the androids, you know that. Although thinking about it, you're barely human anymore. I'm still legally human. And about the therapy, I'm a lot better now. It's hard considering the kind of business I run, but I haven't put anything new in myself for months. I feel a lot more stable. I'm glad it was harming you. You were turning into a psycho. I mean, more than before, at least. Human bodies aren't ready for extremely sudden changes, or that's what the shrink said. Anyway, I'm glad you're not turning into a killer robot. I'm glad, too. And I like that whole killer cyborg thing. By the way, you need a new android, right? I was right down to business. I have problems, too. Fucked. More like I'm getting fucked over. And then Elaine broke, so yeah. Have I got to beat up anyone? It's my job. I think they're trying to fire me. They blame me for everything that goes wrong and change my partners. I'm sure they're just looking for a reason. Don't worry about it. You can always work for me. What a relief. Let's check out the android I told you about. That will cheer you up. I don't have any money for a new android. It don't matter. Follow me. Okay. Yoko guides me to the shelves area. Different models are sorted into sections, each one showcasing a few types. About half of them are female and seem kinda bland, to be honest. All these androids are too average. I don't care about them. Should I really be doing this? Maybe living alone would be better. There's something I don't like about having to buy a new friend. I don't know if I want another robot, honestly. Androids have been bugging me for a while. It's their fake personalities. Look at that one. Yoko moves some models out of the way, showing a pod in the back of the shelf. This one's different. She's in a life pod without any kind of liquid. She has oxygen tubes connected to her neck, and only the latest generation androids use those. A biroid? Yep. And is that supposed to be some kind of new model? Yes and no. The model's new and ain't for sale. Completely finished, but still in the final testing process. This one is actually second-hand, and she's had a few owners before. Really? So you're selling me a second-hand android? It's exactly because she's second-hand that I ain't selling her. As I said before, she's not for sale. Don't ask me about her previous owner or how I got her. I can't answer that. And they won't track the android? I'm going to trust you. Hope you don't get me in trouble. It's free, isn't it? Of course I am. Great. The android's ready, and no, nobody ain't going to track her. Just don't let her connect to the network unsupervised, just in case. Her old name was M.A.R.A, but you can change that if you want. M.A.R.A, I like it. Good. I'll send her to your place in a few minutes. Don't you need my card? Cila, I know your info already, you know. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh well, I'll be off home then. You in a hurry? I want to try her. Well then, have fun. Hit me up on the holonet if she starts doing anything weird or breaks down, alright? Yeah. Thank you, Yoko. Take care. Thinking back on it, the androids had earrings. Her old owner most likely gave them to her, and Yoko shouldn't have taken them. Or Yoko should have taken them off. There's still something a bit off about all this. How is Yoko supposed to sell that android? I don't think she's the one responsible for Elaine's breakdown. Yoko's twisted, but not that much. Anyway, I have a new android, and thinking about it, Elaine didn't really keep me company, so I can't complain. I arrived at my flat, but the capsule is nowhere to be found. Maybe I got here before their package? I head inside. The couriers are as efficient as ever, so I guess I'll have to wait. I hear a knock on my door. Is the package? I run to open it, but choose to look through the peephole first. There's a girl waiting. It's the android. She's beautiful, but why is her hair white? It's gotta be a test model. They didn't even dye her hair. Hello. She looks scared. I open the door for her. She ducks under my arm and gets inside my apartment. Hey, I'm... Cila. Cila? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You're probably M.A.R.A. I just thought... I'm M.A.R.A, yes. So, this is your house? Yes, it's my house. Hey, why did you come here in your pod? Huh? Why? I take my card from my pocket and hand it to her. Doesn't seem like she knows what to do with it. What's this? It's my ownership card. Owner? Of course. Yoko sold me. I almost forgot. Yeah, I just bought you. Wait, you know Yoko? I don't get it. She remembers Yoko? She probably started her up at the store and forgot to wipe her memory. Classic Yoko. Heh, she finally did it. So, am I your roommate now? Well, I bought you, so I guess. Yoko said she wouldn't sell me, so I guess she changed her mind. I'm glad she did. Did you want to get sold? Hang on, wait. First of all, why are you already booted up? Why shouldn't I be? Whatever. What did Yoko say about me? Nothing in particular. Can I know why you still have memories? Did they wipe your memory before putting you up for sale? Of course I have memories. Memories of my old family and Yoko. Though they're kind of blurry, I've never had a good memory. I got that from my sister. How strange. Maybe I should call Yoko. No, I'm going to live here. It's a lot better than the warehouse. I think this is the special thing she mentioned, and I enjoyed with memories. Guess she thought that'd give her a bigger personality. Not sure if I like it. Hey, you know what? Your hair color reminds me of something that happened to me the other day. Mara makes me a puzzled face. Uh-huh. I saw a food stand. They were selling a strange candy I'd never seen before. It's called cotton candy. Cotton, like the one used for clothes. Could it be that your hair is made with the same substance? What stupidity? How's it going? Wait a minute. Did you just try to Turing test me? I must have hit the nail on the head because you seem upset. I'm not going to fall for that trick. Oh, I didn't expect you to catch me so fast. You didn't even try. Mara smiles, proud of herself. For now, I was just testing the waters. There is one thing I'd like to ask you. You are a bioroid, are you not? I don't really know what a bioroid is. An android made of organic materials. Have you ever cut yourself? Bled? I think I've cut myself before. Yes, and I definitely bleed. That's not really enough to know if you're a bioroid, but I'm still pretty sure you are. I'm curious how you see the world. What do you mean? Do you see any kind of information that human beings can't see? And how am I supposed to know that? I've never seen the world through the eyes of a human being. In fact, I've never seen anything through other than my own eyes. Has your brain always been inside that body? Wait. Would you stop with that test thing? I know what you're doing. Test? Damn it, she really is perceptive. She got me again. Alright, why don't we stop it there. Let's see, did I save? I did, okay. This is audapostrophe, and you've been watching Synergia on Nintendo Switch. Well, I really like it. I think the writing's really good. I like the setting and the art and the music. I mean, some of the art comes in as really low resolution. I don't know what happened there exactly. I mean, if this was a port from a mobile game, I guess that would explain some of the low resolution images, although mobile games nowadays are actually a higher resolution than the Switch. So, again, I don't know what happened there, but I find it really interesting. I do wish there was voices in there. Unfortunately, you're going to have to listen to me talk my way throughout this entire game. I mean, you don't even get like little quips or anything, so yeah, it's not high on the list of production. But I think it's good, and if you're looking for a cyberpunk visual novel, I think this is something I could suggest to you if you're into this sort of thing. I am, so I think I'll definitely be playing this more and more as time goes on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.